Good afternoon, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. What are you chewing on? What is this? Is this a piece from that ball that was full of strings and you tore one of them off? Is that what this is? You want me to throw it for you? Get it, Charlie. Why are you licking it? That's gross. I thought you were chewing on it. What are you doing, Brav? You trying to get up here too? Hi, Mr. Charlie. Hi, there's Brav. He cannot stand to be away from the attention. I need the attention on him. On this little face. On this little face. Need the attention on this little face. Hi, little face. Hi, cutie butt. Oh my gosh, your nose looks so cute. Your big eyes. Yeah, you're my cutie baby. I love you, Mr. B. I love you, Mr. B. Anyways, guys, I am so sore today from working out, pulling all those weeds out and everything like that. Or not the weeds, but the rose bush that we tore up yesterday. I realized, like, towards the end of doing that yesterday, that I was like snipping the rose bush pieces up smaller so we could put them in lawn bags. I realized I was bending over the whole time and doing it. And so my back today is like so sore. And so yeah, it hasn't been too great, but I was so like tired yesterday. I ended up going to bed. I think I got out of the shower and like in bed by like 12:30 last night. But I didn't end up getting I think I got to sleep maybe about 1 o'clock, but I woke up today at like 10 or 10:30 or something like that. I think I got into bed by like 12:30, like probably asleep maybe by 1 o'clock or earlier. Honestly, guys, I like as soon as I got in bed practically fell asleep. I was so tired. But I woke up this morning at like 10 or 10:30 or something like that, which was pretty late for me lately. Because I've been getting up at like 8:30, 9:30, like on average. This was like almost over an hour later. So yeah, it was kind of a little bit off for me. And I ended up, like, I think it was just because I was so tired like yesterday from doing all that and everything like that. And then too, it was just like, it was a really busy day though yesterday. I got up early yesterday and hadn't gotten a lot of sleep the night before because of Mother's Day and for all that stuff that was going on. So, but that night before I didn't sleep, like get a lot of sleep, and I got up early to make breakfast for Mother's Day and stuff yesterday. So that's why I feel like probably that ended up happening. And so yeah, guys, I was super tired today. But then it was like raining like right before I woke up because, well, that was the other thing though. It had been thunderstorming and it woke me up like multiple times. Honestly, like early in the morning, like 7 o'clock and stuff like that, it was like thunderstorming and it started waking me up then. And I like after 6 o'clock, I didn't really get a lot of good sleep. Like I kept waking up every like half an hour or something like that. And so, yeah, that might have been part of it too, but it had been like thunderstorming before that, and then almost all day during the day, it was super like nice out. It was hot, but it wasn't like super hot. It was like, I think today its high was 80, but it's so humid out, guys. It is so sticky in my room right now. It is like, it's not super hot, but it is just that humidity, like that stickiness. I just, oh my goodness, guys. I hate humidity. Honestly, that's why it has been nice those last like couple days where it's been like 80, 85, 75 degrees and stuff like that, because it's just been like dry heat sort of. It hasn't been super, super humid, but like today with the rain and everything like that, oh my gosh, it was just nasty out and sticky and just gross. So, yeah, it's not, today hasn't been a super fun day, but it was sunny during the day, which was nice, and so the Cubs got to play, and I watched them during the day, and I uploaded 6 vlogs. I edited 2. I had some backed up on my Mac, so that's why I was able to upload the ones that I had on there, and then I edited another 2. And I did dishes today also, and then made dinner and stuff. And after that, though, like around dinner time, this huge like thunderstorm came rolling in, and it had been raining like all like afternoon, pretty much, like thunderstorming. It was so bad, guys, that not only did the streets flood, our street flooded the end of the street, which it always does, and I think it has more to do with like, because we're actually like, it's not a real hill, like not super tall hill, but we are at more of like, I guess I would be a slope. And so we're more at the top of the slope. Like, I mean, way up the street is a way taller hill, but like down towards the end of the street, like where the intersection is, like more that way, it almost always floods if it downpours like it was today. And so it did flood. And then Matthew showed me a video of his friend actually driving him to go get his car, because he doesn't actually park it at the high school. He parks it in a different parking lot, and because he doesn't have to pay to park there. Whereas like if you want on school parking, you have to pay and get a permit and everything like that. So I think he parks in like the library parking lot or something like that. And so like it's like community parking or something like that in like back there, but maybe that's where he was or something like that, but they went down a different way or something, and he was showing me his friend took him in his truck to get there, and the street was like super flooded. And like a lot of around the high school, we also have like a like, I don't know what it is, like a retention pond kind of thing. So if it does flood and like rain a lot like it does, it actually drains off into this like little pond thingy. And I remember I had a picture from back when I was in high school of it super filled, because like it was like almost like in the parking lot was how high it got. And so Matthew said that was like almost like, again, it was almost in the parking lot also. But guys, the inside of the school actually flooded, and Matthew posted on his Snapchat of someone else taking a Snapchat of him actually in the school, and him and his friends, because this was after school, during like they were leaving volleyball practice, and they were like all sliding through the what's it called, the water that was in there and stuff like that. It was crazy, guys. They probably had like a good, I wouldn't say a foot, maybe like 6 inches or something like that, but it looked like it was kept coming out. And then it like let up for a little bit, and it started raining again. So I feel like it could have been even worse. But like I was saying though too, and I had asked my dad, I was like, they need to like get like, because there was nobody down there while this was filling up. Like it was mostly just the kids and stuff like that were over in that area. And like as they were leaving, it was mainly by the doors, and so I think that's where the flooding was coming from. But there was like something that was like coming out of, and like I was just scared that it would get into the gym and ruin the floors, because like I told my dad, I was like, they need to make sure like the water doesn't wind up in the gym. My dad was like, yeah, if that happens, like the wood in there is gonna wind up all warped and stuff like that. And so yeah, guys, it was crazy today. I don't think I've ever heard of the high school flooding before. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. And Matthew said too, though, while all of him and all of his friends from volleyball were like sliding out of there were people that were in the dance room, which is next to that, and they were all like not trapped in there, but I think they were all like hiding out in the dance room, so that and there's a window in there. So they were watching all of the volleyball kids as they're like sliding past and stuff like that. But oh my goodness, guys, it was crazy. Like I've never seen it flood like that before or anything like that. It was just ridiculous. So Matthew actually I think he only has school until Tuesday or Wednesday possibly. I think Tuesday's his last full day of school, even though I think he's doing finals today. He had finals today and tomorrow, and then I think he has finals on Wednesday also, but Wednesday is like a half day. You only go for, I think, for one final on the 3rd day. Actually, I'm not really sure. I'm not sure. Maybe Tuesday's his last full day, and then after that he has finals or something like that, because still if he had finals, I think they normally wind up getting out at like noon, but the way our school does it, it's really weird. You have 3 days of finals, and it's your first 3 classes on the first day. The second day is your next 3 classes, and then on the last day is only 1 class. So you get out like 9 o'clock or something like that, and then the other days you get out like noon, like a half day. So it's kind of weird, like, I don't know. But Matthew wasn't home early today, so I think Tuesday he said was his last full day. And tomorrow is also his last regular season volleyball game. Then next week, once he's already out of school, then they start the playoffs, which is also kind of weird again, but I remember them doing that too. When I had graduated, our baseball team had like went to, I don't know if they went to state, but they went to like playoffs or something like that. They might have won like regionals or sectionals or something like that. And I know that they were practicing, like they played like a few weeks after graduation and stuff like that. So I guess the volleyball team does that as well. But yeah, it's kind of weird because they'll be like out of school, but they'll still actually be like in volleyball. So yeah, and depending again on how far they go, I mean, like state, you could still be playing for like probably a couple weeks after that, maybe even into June. So Jack still has school until like June, but Matthew is actually wrapping up right now, which again, the seniors get out I think like a whole week or a week and a half before like the rest of the freshmen and the through the juniors. So they will still have school, but all the seniors, because of graduation, get out like a week earlier than everybody else. Again, I don't know why. I don't know if that's like normal for other schools or our school just does it that way. But it's also like predetermined, like that's the last day. So if they wind up having snow days, they don't have to make those up also, which is really also weird. But I remember because we had like 1 or 2 snow days, and so I know that like then my friends that were juniors that year ended up having to go for like 2 extra days in addition to when they were supposed to get out because they had to make up the snow days. And so yeah, it was like really weird, but we didn't have to. So because I think like when graduation is set, they have to make sure that they have grades finalized and everything like that to make sure that people graduate before they can actually graduate. So that's why I guess they do it that way. But anyways, though, guys, I'm going to take a shower and get to bed because it's still earlier than yesterday, which is good. So I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.